Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you're all doing great today. Rank has actually been going incredibly well since the Peeper switch, and one of the maps that it's been helping out on a bunch that I didn't expect has actually been Leo's Memory. Even though it's a massive map, the Peeper switch has actually been working incredibly well. I've been having really successful matches, and I think default spawn being so compact does help with that. But let's just get into it. So I always spawn bottom right corner because the decoder pretty much always spawns in factory, as the case was for this match as well. And that just gives you a lot of really easy access and early chase onto the prisoner here. And then the prisoner kind of does something abnormal. Usually they go for the pallet to the left or upstairs. He just runs for this entrance, and unfortunately for him, even with the shock, it gives us the opportunity to just catch up and be right on top of him. And that gives us that early hit right there. We're able to swing onto him, get a nice early hit. He's gonna drop pallet, and now he's kind of in this 2 pallet area, so we're just gonna start taking chase here. Dash wants to get our energy up. We're gonna break this pallet, get it out of the way. He's gonna come drop pallet, we break it, and now there's just nothing left for him to work with. We're gonna swing on through, get a nice early down, and we're gonna drop a peeper, and that helps slow his self-healing. Now I saw here that Novelist got off his Cypher really early, so whenever they get off their Cypher, they always go back to this back area. I also left a peeper just in case anyone goes back to that Cypher, but we dash and bang, we get the hit over the wall through the pallet somehow. I tried to set it up here again, but then I realized I didn't have dash off of cooldown, so I had to walk. But we just go back on this side, and bang, we get it. Back to back dash right there. We're gonna leave a peeper for him as well to slow down his self heal. And then here I wanted to go back to prisoner, but then I was like, okay, I probably should still pressure ciphers, but what I'm gonna do is let my energy drop and dashes build up so I have an easy transition back to prisoner. And unluckily, Acro is able to pop off his cipher, but we are able to get a hit, but then he's just gonna stand here. Bang, he's gonna drop that pallet on us. But luckily we did see that prisoner self-healed up at the second story of factory. And whenever I go up to second story of factory, I always like to take this back route. As you see, once they get heartbeat, they usually come running towards the ball, as was the case for the prisoner. And that just lets us get right on top of them. He shocks, but we're still able to jump up, bang from second story, get the prisoner down. And we're just going to drop a peeper on him once again. And then we're going to come destroy his kind of decoding connection. And then here I realized only one cipher was shaking. Only one cipher was being worked on, and that to me meant that somebody had to be coming for the rescue on the prisoner. So I kind of start dashing into this corner, and I get to Nidus here for a second, but when I walk up I lose it. So that to me told me someone had to be in that back corner that I passed. We get to Nidus again, and then look who we see. We find the Acro going for the rescue. We're able to get him early, dash to up our energy. We see him going for the ball, so we charge attack, swing through the ball, and we get the Acro down. We're gonna go drop a peeper on him, but again, I saw that there was still only the one cipher getting decoded. So to me that meant the Merc was also coming for the rescue. We get to Nidus as we enter into this factory area, and then I see his trail right there. He's gonna vault, and then here I'm waiting for him to elbow pad against wall, but he just doesn't do it. So we just get a nice standard swing on him. We're gonna dash over, try to cut him off, and we're gonna get a terror shock as he goes for the heal. So no one's gonna be able to heal the prisoner. He's gonna go down, and then we see that Novelist is still working on that Christmas tree cipher. So we're just gonna slowly start working towards dashing on over to him, and he's gonna leave cipher early. I think he was trying to get to Shack, but unfortunately he just didn't quite make it. So now he's kind of just stuck stranded around this kind of storage container. He's gonna use his book, but it doesn't quite give him the opportunity to transition. He's gonna try to make it to pallet, but bang, we get a dash off just in time. And then at this point I was like, Acro has been on the ground for a very long time, so to me that meant there is no way Acro has self-heal. So I'm just going to start going straight back to the mercenary, because Merc has a better chance of having self-heal than the Acro. So we're just going to end up camping this Merc. Dungeon is also right there. I was not aware of it at the time, but Dungeon is right here. Merc will have a chance at getting it, but Acro did not have self-heal. He's gonna go down. Merc heals up. We're gonna swing through pallet, and he ends up on the wrong side. He might have had a chance at dungeon, but because he had the vault back over, we're able to dash over, get the slam down, and we secure the 4-man, just barely stopping dungeon from happening. But yeah, my Leo's memories have gotten incredibly better since bringing peepers. I'm not too sure why. I was a little bit scared because they're bigger maps. I have had to start bringing teleport on Moonlit again. I've started bringing teleport again there, and I think the difference between the two is Moonlit standard spawn is just so spread out that it's hard to have early, like, easy transitions, so teleport is kind of needed. But because Leo's spawns are so condensed towards the middle, I think it just makes it a bit easier to transition across the map. And I think it's not as long as Moonlit, so it's also not too bad to deal with. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm about to be going to work at my college for about 2 weeks, so my uploads will slow, but I will be trying to pre-record this Ever Sleeping match. I think I'll be able to pre-record it and release it throughout the week, because I also really want to show that as well. And hopefully I can maybe get something else. But if I don't see you guys for a bit over the next 2 weeks, or my uploads are quite slow, I hope you guys have a great rest of those 2 weeks. I hope everything goes well for you guys, and I will hopefully see you soon. At least one pre-recorded match going into that, and then hopefully maybe I can get something else. But I hope you guys all have a good one. Peace out, y'all. I will see you soon.